G'day, Mark from markhollowaytv.com. In my last session, I was getting a little bit cross and I was talking about the stupid designers and ad reps and foolish marketing authors who've tried to persuade you that less in your marketing is more. Which, as I said in my last session, makes about as much sense as when somebody rings up and asks you information about your business, giving them one-word answers. You know, are you the largest law firm in Hamilton? Yes, you say. Are you open 6 days? Yes, you say, because you've decided less is more, you've read that book. Well, that's ridiculous, isn't it? And it's just as ridiculous to have an ad or a brochure or a website with not much in it. Well, on the assumption that you've got that sorted and you've stopped listening to that full designer or ad rep or marketing person who thinks that less is more, and now you're saying, well, okay, I'm buying that. I see that we should have more information in our marketing. Well, now the obvious question is, well, what should the information be? Well, that's what today's step's about. Okay, and we'll make this quick. What should be in your marketing, the thing that you should talk about, and your marketing, your website, your brochure, your ad, your flyer, your letter, should be absolutely crammed with information, because it's the message that makes your marketing work, not what it looks like. So what do you cram it with? Well, here's what you cram it with. The thing that you say to one customer at a time that you find works. Now let's stop talking about retail, just in case you want to use that as, well, this isn't relevant to my business because I'm not in retail. So let's just say you're an accountant. And you're one of those accountants who actually wouldn't mind a little bit of growth because, you know, you aren't full up to capacity just yet, or even if you are, you'd like to grow. So what do you put in your marketing? What information do you put in there? Well, think back to what works for you when you're winning a new client. Let's say you're the sort of accountant that likes to have a good old chat to a prospective customer. Get them in, totally non-threatening, you're not pushy, you're not desperate for this business. You want to find out whether you like this client or this prospective client enough to even do business with them. And you've found that if you take that approach, they then find out whether they like you. You're more relaxed, so they feel relaxed and they think, I like this guy or girl. Well, you know, you say things in a meeting like that. You probably ask them about their family. You probably ask them about their business. You ask them how long they've been in business. You might ask them how much tax they paid last year. So, you know, you ask them questions about the business. You ask them how much tax they've paid and whether they think it's too much tax or enough. Who knows what you ask? You ask them a whole gambit of things. But you know what? The thing is that you know, if you sat down and thought about it, you know what you say to those people one-on-one that is most likely to work. Well, that is what has to be in your marketing. Your marketing, Mr. Accountant, I want to see something from you that's headed up. The most powerful question that works for you most powerfully when you're dealing one-on-one with the customer. It might be, are you paying too much tax? Or what is your goal for your business? Questions that are real life, real people, real time questions that work for you when you talk to one person at a time. Because marketing, by definition, is simply mass communication. That's all it is. So it's not artwork, it's not creativity, it's nothing like that. You know, it's mass communication. So what should you communicate? Well, whatever works for you when you're talking to one person. The only difference now is you're talking to thousands of people. Well, take what works when you talk to one person and say it to thousands of people. By the way, we call that what works for you one-on-one. your secret strength. And we'll talk about that a little bit more in future episodes. So that's Mark Holloway signing out.